This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Collins, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, Jackson. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
And that's a sight Titan fans hope that they see often throughout his career. Harold Landry out of Boston College. Many thought, including me, that the Titans would select him with their first-round pick. Able to sit there and get him in the second round, tremendous value for a terrific pass rusher.
It's a guy who led the nation in sacks as a junior, 16 and a half during that year at Boston College.
Here we go. 3-19.
They go play action now. Jackson. Dance pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. Mariota on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And now the spin. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Easy, easy, easy.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Walker with a grab, left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the read option, it's Mariota. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On the read option, it's Mariota. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Easy, easy, easy.
2nd down, Mariota steps away to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do?
Rocky.
Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And again, it's Collins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try to keep him away from their plays.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And Davis with it left side. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's complete to Tayron Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. And he slides to avoid the hit. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They go play action here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 3. 1.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
On second down, here's Henry. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Matthews, the intended target.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Detroit! Leopard!
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Second down, here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Jackson on third and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Orakpo in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. From the red zone now, Mariota. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, 84 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Walker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota on the move to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. From the gun, Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That good for 19 and a first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Mariota. Going deep here for Matthews. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. They run with Collins. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a give to Collins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go. Now let's go. 319. 319.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
One. 3.
2nd down, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now let's go. No.
They go play action now. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there, and it's 3rd and short. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Leopard!
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They come out here in the eye.
Blue 90. Leopard.
On 1st and goal, Dixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. Well, conventional football Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
This is Collins on the handoff. Down right around the 25. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mariota now on 2nd down. Walker with a grab, left side. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go.
Now a handoff for Dixon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit, 39.
Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Out come the Titans now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
One. Three. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Oh, now he pulls him over. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play. Mariota to Davis. 44 yards. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
One.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.